Gates will be open at exactly 8 p.m. If you have any, brief history or you know how we deal with a situation, you just know it's the party to climax the year, right? And after that, you can enjoy your festive season because it's December, Christmas Eve. Then we go into December, as in the Christmas Day celebrations. Then of course the New Year. So guys, let's just jump on this, be a part of this. It's happening 24 December 2025. The venue is the Good Park near Accra Mall, and it's 8 p.m. till late. So yeah, so you've had enough fun and you're tired, and you just want to go. So guys, by way of information, the Situation All White Party is also happening on the 24th. That's Christmas Eve. We have an incredible lineup already. Kofi Kinata, he'll be passing through. Amazing guy. Of course, Akabwa will be in there as well. We have Perez Music. That guy does really incredible things with the Ghana language through music. And we'll top it all with the Chin Chin Band. And guess what? DJ Mingo and the Rave Master, they'll be doing their own thing on the side. So guys, the Situation All White Party is out. Tables are available, tickets are available. Do all to get yours and be a part of this exciting Christmas event. All right, it's now time to delve into the news, the big news headlines, and it's been an incredible week, really. I mean, from Monday up until today, so many big stories. Of course, the second phase, or let me say, the second approach to conducting the military recruitment exercise took place in Accra in a much orderly manner. We've also seen the BOG 60th anniversary celebrations happen, conversations about whether or not government ought to purchase military aircraft, and the presidential jet dominated news headlines all through the week. Together with the OSP, Ghana's fight against corruption, he's not been relenting in his pursuit of the former finance minister, Kenneth Nanaya Oforiatta, over the SMA deal and other corruption-related activities. So all of those issues have been very prominent in the news this week, but I'll bring you some big headlines as the newspapers have been reporting, and of course delve into some selected stories of interest to you. So I'll start off with the Daily Guide newspaper. The Daily Guide newspaper, they say they are Ghana's favorite newspaper, and a big front page story. The story reads that anti-gay bill, government blocking reintroduction, and the minority are the ones alleging this. Government blocks reintroduction of the anti-gay bill. Also here on the front page, we have man kills daughter over food. Man kills daughter over food. And this is particularly shocking because if you know of all the happenings in South Africa with regards to gender-based violence, it's rather unfortunate that we have to read about a femicide case of an issue, as food. Really, really unfortunate. And stories on page 6 of the Daily Guide newspaper. Also here, UG probes Prof. Jampo, Dr. Domfe over TV fight. and I saw that statement from the university, and it's interesting, right? They said that as ambassadors or lecturers of the university, they ought to uphold very high professional standards. And clearly the university is not happy with the conduct of these two men in the TV3 studios a couple of weeks ago. Also on the front page, Nana Kunedu final phono rights announced, story on page 6 of the Daily Guide newspaper. On to some back page stories still on the same paper. Placing sports fund under ministry could lead to failure. And that's coming in from a sports administration guru, Magnus Rex Dankwa. And also on the front page, Paul Pogba set for competitive football return. Palmer fractures toe at home. Gabriel out for weeks. And of course, also on the back page, the Nigerian coach faces potential FIFA ban over voodoo claims. And moving on to the Mirror newspaper, Vasectomy doesn't affect erection or sexual pleasure. That's coming in from Dr. Mills Dan. So story on page 3. There's an interesting feature on Queen Asabia Cropper, and they say she reigns with Kente Headwear for 50 years. Incredible. She's a musical artist or musician, and there's an interesting feature on here on the Mirror newspaper. On the back page, the Mirror Sports is reporting that Samatex brace for Kotoko invasion, and story by Peter Saba. Moving on, Daily Graphic Weekend Special, big front page story, handle CD with dignity. And that's coming in from the Bank of Ghana Governor, Dr. Johnson Isiama, Dr. Johnson Pandit Isiama. And he's been together with other officials from the Bank of Ghana. They've been engaging and interacting with traders at the Makola market. I'm sure this is part of their 60th anniversary celebrations, and they're calling on citizenry to handle the CD with dignity. Also on the front page, World Children's Day, prioritize early learning of children, government urged. Moving on to the back page, Project 2042, Can Ghana rally West Africa for mega World Cup bid? and that's a big question Daily Graphic Sports is asking. Can Ghana really rally West Africa for mega World Cup bid? We know that it's only South Africa that's been successfully able to host the World Cup since the competition's inception. So we'll see how that goes. And I'll finally end off in terms of the newspapers with the Spectator newspaper. The Spectator newspaper, big front page story, absence of RBC antibody screening puts babies at risk. Story on page 3. There's an exciting article on Veronique Heights, CEO, who's been honored at the 25th National Tourism Awards. And of course, Swag honors illustrious sports athlete. Stories on page 13. And they give you an editorial on how to check your land title registration. GPL, Ghana Premier League, tricky ties awaits Kotoko and Hearts. School Sports Authority, way to go, comes with a photograph of the Vice President, Professor Nana Jane Opoku Agyemang. We are now being told it is Jane Nana, Professor Jane Nana Opoku Agyemang. Whichever way, our lovely First Lady is seen here in a photograph with boxing legend and icon, Prof. Zoom Azuma Nelson. All right, let me move on to some online portals, right? And I'll start off with citynewsroom.com. The big stories here: River Ankroba, Blue water guards destroy 5 Changfang machines. And also here on the front page, pupils abducted from Catholic school and fresh Nigeria attack. Moving on to some other stories, police launch manhunt for man who gave child cigarettes in viral video. And why even do such a thing? So yes, the man is on the manhunt. Where's Kenoforiata majority to Apenyo marking? Gender Ministry reports forced child smoking video to police. Moving on, Kofi Kinata Akwabwa Perez music to set to light up situation all white party. And moving on to some other story, military lands. Ministry visits family of NIMOS officer killed in crash. Yes, so the military have been visiting the family of the officer who was killed in the NIMOS crash. Of course, there's also a big story here on don't turn anti-LGBTQ bill into MPP agenda. Roxanne Nelson Dafia Mekpo tells Reverend Intim Fojo. So it seems there can be nothing that can be done on a bipartisan basis, maybe except when they have to agree on remuneration and salaries, right? Because for a lot of people, they felt that the anti-LGBT bill was one of the very few bills in Parliament or in the 8th Parliament that had some kind of bipartisan approach and consensus. But now, the majority side of the proponents are accusing Reverend in Team Fojo of trying to score undue political advantage with some of his commentary around the bill and calls for it to be expedited. and clearly, Nelson Dafiamekpo, who is the majority chief whip, is clearly not happy with the approach of his colleague in Parliament. But I'll move on to some other stories. Gender Ministry, of course, brought this to you already. And Deloitte warns Ghana to ring-fence borrowing as government eyes bond market return. MPP flag bearer race, proxy voting ban unfair and unlawful. MPP USA chair. She spoke on Eyewitness News last night with Umaru Sanda Amadu. Maslock debunks claims of 6-month salary arrears. And of course, on the 2026 budget, minority confused over impressive figures. A Sitifi North MP has been speaking. In Amasaman, court hands Mason 48-month sentence for cattle theft. And rather tragic and unfortunate, in Nigeria, pupils abducted from Catholic school in fresh attacks. In the Volta region, police destroy 600 sacks of Indian hemp worth to be 4.2 billion Ghana cedis. And these are the big stories on citynewsroom.com. Very briefly, Channel 1 News is reporting that Ofori Atta no longer on Interpol list, and that's from his lawyer, Frank Davis. Sutifi North MP is in the news. Mind you, he's the same gentleman who was accused of leading tax to go and, cause mayhem at the police station. He's under investigation by law enforcement. But he's been speaking on Galamsey issues, and he says, my arrest shows Mahama is serious about Galamsey fight. I'm not really sure the correlation, but he's been speaking on that. Presidential primary, banning proxy voting at the service to members. MPP USA chair, anti-LGBT kill bill to be considered after budget. That's from Dafiamekpo. Prioritize concessional borrowing for large-scale infrastructure. Deloitte advises Ghanaians. And a majority demands Ken Ofori-Atta's return. He was sick, but still served. Moving on. Minority also demands suspension of Birim Central MCE over alleged Galamsey extortion. Blogger's case should be pursued as civil action. That's from his lawyer, Enoch Afuakwa, who is counsel for the blogger Samuel Ametodo. And some other stories here. Immigration officers killing, duplicate docket forwarded to AG for advice. And on to some international news, 41 dead as relentless rains flood Vietnam. Wow. So these are the major stories, big news stories making rounds on all major online portals, particularly CTFM and Channel 1 News Online. But let me bring you the story on the Daily Guide newspaper. Rather tragic. And like I said, this week also very prominent in the news has been issues around spousal and domestic violence, right? It's just unfortunate. Early on in this week, we saw a viral video of a man assaulting his wife in the full glare of tenants in their house, stripped the woman naked, used very abusive words, and also physically, assaulted this lady to the point that the lady had to run for her life. Some tenants in the house videoed what was going on, and since then the video became viral and has generated significant public interest. It's of course also brought to the fore issues around domestic violence, support for victims, and how as a people we can, begin to address these issues head on. In South Africa, it's a completely different scenario. Protests have broken out at ongoing G20 summit. Concerns have arisen around the seeming lack of interest from the political class in the country to protect women from domestic violence and femicides, right? And on that note, there's also a story on the Daily Guide newspaper this morning where the paper is reporting that a man kills daughter over food. And story on page 6 of the Daily Guide newspaper. All right, so the story reads, story by Prince Fifi York. It says, Isaac Adontain, a 54-year-old man, is in the custody of the Wager Divisional Police Command after his 13-year-old daughter, Celestine Adontain, was found unconscious and later pronounced dead at a police hospital in Accra. According to the police, preliminary findings show the victim was physically assaulted with a cane, a metal pipe, and other objects after being accused of eating food belonging to her younger sibling. Despite sustaining multiple injuries, Celestine was allegedly kept confined in a room and did not receive medical care. A statement signed by the head of Accra Regional Public Affairs Unit Superintendent Julia Obin indicated that acting on a complaint, the officers visited the residence and found the girl unconscious. And this is the quote: "She was rushed to the police hospital but was pronounced dead on arrival. Her body is currently at the police hospital morgue pending preservation and autopsy." The suspect, identified as Isaac Adontain, a 54-year-old Mason, has been arrested and is assisting investigations. Items recovered at the scene include a cutlass and a metal pipe have been retained as exhibits, the statement read. The Accra Regional Police Command issued a stern warning to parents and guardians about the unlawful use of excessive force in disciplining children, stressing that such conduct can lead to tragic outcomes and criminal liability. The statement appealed to members of the public to report suspected cases of child abuse and domestic violence promptly to enable swift intervention and protect vulnerable victims. Superintendent Obin urged anyone with information about the case to contact Wager Divisional Police Command or the nearest police station. And rather tragic, because under what circumstance would you use metal pipes, to physically harm and injure your own daughter? It makes no sense whatsoever. And this is rather unfortunate, and we urge law enforcement to reach a logical conclusion of this and the full force of the law apply in this case. Still with the Daily Guide newspaper, blogger granted 50,000 bail over false publication. And brief excerpts of the story read, the Accra Circuit Court has granted a bail in the sum of 50,000 Ghana cedis with two sureties to blogger Samuel Amadoto of theclassgh.net for allegedly publishing false information against a former board chairman of the National Communications Authority, Okatechie Boache Dankwa Abibio II. The court, presided over by her ladyship Evelyn Asamoah, charged the blogger with 2 counts: publication of false news with intent to cause fear and panic, contrary to Section 2081 of the Criminal Offences Act 29, and publication of false news under Section 123 of the Electronic Transactions Act 772. The Ghana Police Service, with the technical support from the National Signals Bureau, arrested Samuel Amadoto following a complaint lodged by Okatechie Boache Dankwa Abibio II over malicious publication of false information about him. According to the police sources, the suspect admitted to the offense during the interrogation and identified one chairman, Michael Yeboah, as the individual who allegedly contracted him to carry out the false publication. Police say efforts are underway to trace and arrest Michael Yeboah to assist with investigations. And of course, this story came or got some prominence after, some public onlookers or, public social commentators raised concerns about the continuous detention of the young man, in a matter many perceive to be civil, right? So why should he continuously be in jail or in police custody without access to his lawyers and over an issue? Many had said that was a defamation. And of course, now he's been granted bail and the process can still continue without. It was also largely seen as excessive use of police force and intimidation, right, in the matter involving 2 private individuals. So it's important that the police came out to clarify what the issues are, and the young journalist or blogger has been granted bail in that regard. Of course, the University of Ghana is also in the news. Professor Jampo and Dr. Domfe's TV fight clearly didn't go down well with management of the university. So they had to issue a statement saying that they were looking into the issues and would, in the coming days, be minded to act in accordance with what the rules and regulations of the university, dictates on matters like these. So, story by Gabriel Abdul Razak. The University of Ghana has initiated internal investigations into a near fisticuffs altercation that ensued between two of its senior staff members, Professor Ransford Jampo, who, by the way, is CEO of Shippers Authority, and Dr. George Domfe during a content affairs program on Accra-based TV3. The two senior lecturers appeared on the show on November 15th, where what started as a light-hearted discussion quickly degenerated into personal attack and a heated exchange of words by the two. It took those around to separate what could have been easily resulted in an exchange of blows as Dr. Domfe was briskly whisked away to avert any further confrontation. The incident, which went viral on social media, generated discussions about the conduct of the two academics, who many said should know better. In the aftermath of the confrontation, the University of Ghana says it has initiated internal processes in accordance with the University of Ghana Statutes 2024 and the Code of Conduct for academic senior members to review the conduct of the two senior members and take necessary disciplinary actions. According to the statement, the university demands high standards of professionalism, integrity, and decorum from all faculty and staff and expects all members of the university community to uphold these values in both public and private engagements. So that's from the University of Ghana. And on President Mahama, the Jubilee House, in relation to the presidential jet, says that President Mahama will only use the presidential jet, which, by the way, went servicing in France and has been cleared fit for purpose. The Jubilee House is saying that President Mahama will only use the presidential jet after the Ghana Armed Forces have cleared the aircraft. So from the Daily Guide, let me bring you some big stories on the Daily Graphic Weekend Special. Now, a story by McLean Kofi. Handle cedi with dignity, Bank of Ghana tells citizenry. So staff of the Bank of Ghana yesterday poured out into major markets across Accra to begin a nationwide sensitization campaign on the proper use and handling of the Ghana cedi notes. The exercise on the theme, Handle the Cedi with Dignity, formed parts of activities marking the 60th anniversary of the Ghana cedi. Staff of the Central Bank visited Makola, Kaneshi, and Madina markets to educate the public, including traders and buyers, on how to preserve the quality of the cedi. The story goes on to say the campaign was led by the Governor of the Bank of Ghana, Dr. Johnson Isiama, supported by the First Deputy Governor, Dr. Zakari Mumuni, the Director of the Currency Department, Dominic Owusu, and many other senior officials of the bank. The Bank of Ghana team moved from one store to another to engage traders, shoppers, and market leaders in multiple local languages, including Chi, Hausa, Ga, and Ewe, during which they stressed the need for Ghanaians to treat the cedi with respect and dignity. At Makola Markets, the BOG delegation received the Greater Accra Markets Association, led by its president, Messina Afroa Nijan, and other executives of the association. Speaking to the media, the Makola Market in Accra on November 21, Mr. Owusu explained that the exercise formed part of the broader CDR 60 commemoration, which sought to deepen public understanding of the currency's history and its role in national development. And these are the big stories on Daily Graphic Weekend Special. I'll just take you to some few stories online, and we'll use that to probably wrap up the news discussion here on Breakfast Daily Weekend. By the way, my name is Jude Duncan. Your show is Breakfast Daily Weekend. This is the news review segment where we bring in you selected headlines and big stories just so you are informed on all the major happenings in the country. Citynewsroom.com. River and Cobra blue water guards destroy 5 Changfan machines. And Ghana's Galamsey fight clearly seems to be gaining some momentum, right? So the Bogoso blue water guards have issued a strong warning to illegal miners Galamseyers operating along rivers in the Pristia-Huni Valley municipality after destroying 5 Changfan machines on the River and Cobra at Takwa Bremine in the western region. The enforcement operation, which took place on Friday, November 21, 2025, forms part of ongoing efforts to curb illegal mining activities that continue to degrade water bodies and threaten local ecosystems. Alani Champon, commander for the Bogoso Blue Water Guards who led the exercise, cautioned individuals engaged in illegal river mining to desist from the practice, stressing that the group remains committed to protecting critical water resources. And yeah, pretty much. I'll probably end off with this story from still on the citynewsroom.com. Big question: where is Ken Ofori-Atta? And this is the question the majority in Ghana's parliament is posing to the minority leader Alexander Apenyo-Markin. A story by Ni Ayikwe Okan, who is Channel 1 TV's parliamentary correspondent. The majority caucus in parliament has dismissed claims that a former finance minister, Ken Ofori-Atta, is seeking medical treatment abroad to avoid returning to Ghana to face prosecution for alleged corruption. According to the majority leader, Mahama Yariga, although Mr. Ofori-Atta's ill health was evident to the public during his tenure, he remained at post and carried out his duties under the previous administration. He argued that it is therefore inaccurate for the ministry to assert that a former minister is now seeking medical care. The majority leader rejected suggestions that the MPs on his side were being insensitive, insisting that Mr. Ofori-Atta's health has only become a topic of debate because he's required to answer questions about his stewardship. The story goes on to say the issue resurfaced when the Minister for Local Government, Ahmed Ibrahim, reminded the House of an earlier assurance from Apenyo-Markin that Mr. Ofori-Atta would return to Ghana by February 18. He demanded an update on the former minister's whereabouts. And the story goes on and on and on. Clearly, the majority side of the House not impressed with the way they claim the minority is shielding, the former finance minister from coming back home to account for his stewardship as former finance minister. And this is in light of the ongoing probe into his conduct on the SML, the Strategic Mobilization Limited Revenue Assurance Contract. And this has generated so much controversy and a lot more, public interest. We know that on Monday, the OSP intends to officially charge the former finance minister. We know that 78 counts of corruption and corruption-related allegations have been leveled against the former finance minister. So on Monday, the OSP will be going to court. Of course, they are going to court without Mr. Ken Ofori-Atta. I'm sure his lawyers, Frank Davids, would represent him in court. And all that will transpire, be rest assured that we'll bring you live updates right here on Channel 1 TV. I just wanted to briefly end with some big entertainment headlines on GhanaWeekend.com. It's the biggest entertainment, credible, informative platform when it comes to everything entertainment related. Now, big story here. Of course, I read this to you earlier. Blogger arrested for publishing false news, granted 50K bail. Wendy Shade donates 25,000 to 50 Kaswa market traders ahead of concert. Still in the news here on GhanaWeekend.com. Kofi Kinata Kwabwa Perez Music tour is set to light up situation all-white party. Rexoma hails Shatawale as a true trailblazer of modern Ghanaian music. Dada Hafko has been speaking. He said Reggie Rockstone has created more jobs than any government in the Fourth Republic. I'm not really sure about this assertion, right? But hey, he's entitled to his opinion. The Ghana Tourism Authority holds stakeholder meeting to prepare for 2025 December in Ghana. And still on that, the GTA and police commit to enhanced security measures. And these are the big news stories on GhanaWeekend.com, your one-stop shop or one-stop online platform for everything entertainment related. So that's all time will allow us for our news review segment. We'll take a quick break. When we are back, what's happening, we'll be telling you about that segment as well, and a lot more conversation on today's edition of Breakfast Daily Weekend. Don't go away.
This week on the Upside Down Show, Frima Edunyame sits with a brain box who opens up about his childhood dreams, reflects on the performance of his government, and shares more intriguing insights. Sofo Tanko Rashid Computer.
As a child growing up, what did you want to become in future?
I wanted to join the military.
Really?
I wanted to be a soldier man. We were going into the election with two opponents. The first opponent were the EC, and the second opponent, MPP. After MPP, they are not good at elections.
He also recounts his final moments with the late Dr. Omane Boama.
The day you heard of the unfortunate incident, where were you?
In the morning, we had meeting with him.
You had spoken with him?
Yes, in a meeting.
And reveals the story behind how he became doctorless.
Now let's also look at your issue with GTEC.
The issue was about accreditation. Don't talk to MPP people. If you talk to MPP people, they are bitter because they lost.
Also featuring is Albert Arden with some thought-provoking poetry.
I'll tell you, life is unexplainable, challenging, but lesson infused.
Make a date with us this Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV on the Upside Down Show. Ghana, get ready! AgriFair 2025 is gonna be extraordinary this November. Fresh farm produce, fish, poultry, and livestock producers, this is your moment. Join us from Friday the 28th to Sunday the 30th of November 2025 at the Ifo Sutherland Children's Park from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Come get your fresh produce, livestock, aquaculture, agro inputs, machinery, and innovative agri-tech solutions. Plus, don't miss our AgriFair clinics on snail farming, poultry farming, fish farming, and piggery. Call to register, but hurry. Registration closes on Friday the 21st of November 2025. Expect seasoned kebabs, farm-to-table deals, and a buzzing farmers market experience. Call 0558-973-973 to book a stand right now and also to register for the clinics.
I like pork, so I will take pork. The protein ratio is 11.5.
AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation.
I must commend City FM and Channel 1 TV for putting this together. My only wish is that it's done, twice a month, 3 times a month.
I will say the fair has taken us beyond what we even imagined.
Really?
It has exposed us to the people of Accra.
The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM and is proudly sponsored by Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Gersal, Ghana Exim Bank, and Agri Impact.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Park near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till late. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performances from Kofi Kinata, Perez Music, Inchin Chin Band, and DJ Mingle. Wear your best all-white fit. Bring your dancing shoes and let's light up the night together. Book your tables now. Call 0205-973-973. It's Christmas Eve. Don't miss it. The Situation All White Party 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe.
Mini baby, mini baby,
Welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Jude Duncan, just gone by the news review segment. But for now, it's my singular honor to just share with you some exciting lineup of events, between now and December. And I'll start off, of course, with something I mentioned to you earlier, but because of its significant importance to not just only improving the mood of the household, right? Because everybody loves a Christmas shopping, but it has significant impacts, right, on our general performance of the economy, because we are not only helping the local farmer, we are improving, local content, we are improving the strength of our agri sector. And many analysts have said that, one of the surest way we can significantly change the structure of our economy, an economy that is overly reliant on imports, right, is to support a massive agricultural drive. And that is what we believe in here at Channel 1 TV and City FM. We are convinced and convicted on the potential of the agri sector and agri businesses to help scale up this country's economic growth. So that is why we support this, and that is why we believe in this. And of course, also because we want you to have a pleasant Christmas shopping experience. So we brought it all together in one place for you. And I'm referring to the Agri Fair 2025. So what will be on display? Fresh farm produce, vegetable, fruits, anything you need to prepare your soup or your stew, you got it sorted at Agri Fair. Of course, there will be rice, from local rice farmers, everything. There will be yam, there will be maize in quantities that you can buy to, ensure that you are stocked and secure for the festive season and beyond, probably up until second quarter or first quarter 2026, right? So please just load your wallets and make your way to the Agri Fair 2025. At the Ifwa Sutherland Children's Park. So like I said, if you want your livestock alive or dead, it will be there. If you want your eggs, it will be there. If you want your fresh milk, you will get it there. Anything you want. In fact, companies who also have farm produce and have neatly packaged it will also be there to sell for you. Like the way we do it at City, of course, all of these events come with additional add-ons for your excitement, right? So of course, we'll be having some of the best bands available, entertain you while you shop. But very importantly, as part of this year's activities is to bring you what we call the specialized clinics, where exciting and informative conversations will be happening on the side. So if you want to venture into piggery, if you want to venture into fish farming, if you want to venture into livestock rearing, you can do all of that through the very educative, clinics we'll be having on the side on some of these issues or areas. So please do plan to be a part of this. Don't ignore the call, because you would regret it if you don't. If you have the means to be a part of it and you don't, trust me, You know, so spread the word out there. The Agri Fair is happening on the 28th. It's a 3-day, 28th, 29th, and the 30th of November, where we are giving an unexperienced, like it's something that hasn't been experienced before, or maybe in a long time in this country. So please do well to be a part of this. If you are wondering how you can jump on this, the number to call is 0558 973 973. If you need any question, if you need any clarification, if you need any insights to anything, please do call this number. And let me use this opportunity to say a very big thank you to our proud sponsors, IDH, Horticultural Business Platform, the Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop International, GESAR, the Ghana Exim Bank, Agri Impact Limited, and of course, we are supported by Trillium Industrial Company. We are so grateful for your support. We are grateful for, being a part of this. Right? Some of these sponsors were on. In fact, they've been with us through the first Agri Fair we held. They were also with us through the This is Ghana Fair. Some even were with us, I think, as far back as the This is Ghana Food Festival, right? So we are grateful and we appreciate your support through this period. So guys, the word is out there. Please share the word. If your family plan to come and do your December shopping at Agri Fair, it will save you money, it would help you create a network, right? So even beyond the event, you can have contacts, right? If you need a particular product, you can get the vendors directly to deliver it to you. And, you improve a lot of things. So now your transportation and all of those things, your time, all of it is sorted. So guys, the word is out there, and I'm sure and I know that you are following keenly and will take advantage of this amazing opportunity. From the Agri Fair, which is food-related, economy-related, I take you to something more relaxing and exciting. And I'm referring to the All-White Party Situation 2025. You know what? I don't want to do the talking about this. I just want you to experience how it went down last year, and you make a judgment for yourself.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All-White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Park near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till late. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performances from Kofi Kinata, Perez Music, Inchin Chin Band, and DJ Mingle. Wear your best all-white fit. Bring your dancing shoes and let's light up the night together. Book your tables now. Call 0205-973-973. It's Christmas Eve. Don't miss it. Situation All-White Party 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe.
Mini baby, mini baby,
Wow, absolutely breathtaking, right? It promises to be even more exciting. And if you know the history of Situation, the word really out there is that it gets better year on year. So last year was at the Underbridge. I can't myself. I was doing waiting services. It was mind blowing. It was absolutely mind blowing. So guys, please, if you've not made your plan, even if you've made your December plans, there's too much time to change it and, factor in situation all white party happening this time around at the Good Park. So we want a bigger space. We want a more, so that the excitement is much bigger, right? So that's also by way of information. Don't miss out on it. 2025 situation happening live at the Good Park near the Accra Mall. Of course, for the lineup, Kofi Kinata, he tells me that the best comes from the West, and I've not had a response for him, right? Because he's just one of the best in the game, right? So he'll be there. He just knows how to put on a show. When it comes to live band performances, oh my God, he is truly the guy. So Kofi Kinata will be there. He's going to excite all of us with not only his music, but your vibe. He's just that kind of guy. So I'm looking forward to him. He's truly amazing. Of course, Kofi Kinata is not the only person built to be at Situation 2025. Also performing live. Aquabua. Oh my God. The guy knows how to just make people fall in love. Sometimes you not plan to fall in love, but you hear some Aquabua music and you're all over the place. Yeah, that's the guy. And this time, I think he's also been doing some gospel music. I think he has some song with a band, and I think the title is Semishe. I absolutely love that music, right? So Aquabua is also another person to watch out for at 2025 Situation All White Party. Needs no introduction. He's the music lover man himself, so he's going to really, really be on his A game. That I can assure you at the 2025 All White Situation Party. Of course, what is a party without a show of gratitude and appreciation to God for all that He's done for us, all through the year? Perez Music will probably open up the show at Situation All White Party, right? His music transcends every genre, right? So irrespective of faith, irrespective of what you enjoy, you listen to his music, you're inspired and want to carry that same inspiration to start off the party at the 2025 All White or Situation All White Party happening at the Good Park. So Perez Music, Charlie, nobody sings in Ghana better than him right now in this country. And that's on period. Like the Gen Zs will say, so if you want to experience him and his music, Perez Music will be live at the 2024 Situation All White Party. Like you've seen in the photo, he's live, 2025, live. Just say, he's coming giddy giddy. So Charlie, guys, don't miss out. Table reservations, please come and do what you have to do. There's a number you can call. I'll put up the number on the screen pretty shortly. If you are, yes, so 0205 973 973. 0205 973 973. I can assure you that Perez will open up the show in a spectacular fashion, in a way that no other program in December will match. So Charlie, you know what to do. Please come on board. Of course, what is a live show without a Chin Chin band? By far the hottest band in the country right now. And I say this with my full chest. Charlie, nobody comes close. We saw them recently at their own event. They brought the whole capital to a standstill. I expect them to do that and more at the Situation All White Party happening at the Good Park Christmas Eve. So in Chin Chin Band, amazing group of young men who are doing fantastic stuff with musical instruments and with the power of music, right? So please jump on. Don't miss their performance. Don't miss they'll carry us along, right? And I want you to be part of that experience of being carried along. So guys, you know what to do. And of course, the two parties, one of the two parties on City FM's Traffic Avenue show, DJ Mengo. Oh, Charlie, he's going to be there as well. Like we do, there's no party without DJ Mengo. He won't do this alone. The rave master, he's going to do his own things with Nana Tufo Boateng, who by day is the head of news, and by night on Christmas Eve, he will just better morph into something else. He's the rave master for a reason, right? And there's history to this. There's a track record, a verifiable track record of how they are able to bring a whole place to life through music, through entertainment, and through just having fun. And DJ Mingle and Anatu Forboatin will be there to do their own thing. You definitely don't want to miss out on this. So guys, of course, we are grateful to our sponsors who are helping us to make this happen. EcoBank for believing in the need for us to have fun. You know, they like, Charlie, you worked the whole year. Just enjoy and go and relax with your family after Christmas or during the Christmas. So EcoBank, thank you for seeing the need for us to have fun. And of course, Bethel Logistics. They've been with us for quite some time now in terms of other programs. They've supported us here and there. We are so grateful for this incredible partnerships, Bethel Logistics. And Hallmark Cafe. Charlie, you should try their jollof. See, when you eat that jollof, that's when they say jollof bianca them. Like everybody else should park somewhere. When you taste Hallmark Cafe, you know that, Charlie, you're in a good place. So we are grateful to them, EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe. This is the biggest Christmas Eve event in the country. Arguably, one of the biggest Christmas events in the country. So if you want to be a part of it, if you want to maximize your brand, if you want people to see what you're about, we are open for more sponsorship. So you can reach out to the team, the events team here at CTFM and Channel 1 TV, and I'm sure they'll have an exciting package for you. If you want to come together as a group, so maybe a year group, a family, a friends group, you're wondering how you can all, together celebrate what has been a very some way year, but you're grateful for life, you're grateful for friendship, you want to use that, the Christians would say fellowship, and this is more like enjoyment. You want to come together and have a good time. The Situation All White Party is the place for you to do that. And I say that with full confidence and my whole chest that no other event comes close. Trust me on this. Some people are doing, Charlie, some people want to do, Charlie, they should park somewhere. All White Situation, we are coming live. So guys, don't miss out on this. So take a quick break. When we're back, we have an exciting home improvement conversation for you. Salam the Dream Maker will be joining us on the show on how to improve your space in your homes. A few things you can do to maximize space, to bring your bedroom, your spaces in your home to life. It's going to be an exciting conversation. You don't want to miss out on it. We'll be back after this break.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Park near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till late. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performances from Kofi Kinata. Perez Music. In Chin Chin Band. And DJ Mingle. Wear your best all-white fit. Bring your dancing shoes and let's light up the night together. Book your tables now. Call 0205-973-973. It's Christmas Eve. Don't miss it. Situation All White Party 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 City FM, and it's proudly sponsored by EcoBank, Bethel Logistics, and Hallmark Cafe.
Mini baby, mini baby,
Mommy, good morning.
Good morning, my son. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you, Mom. How about you?
I'm fine.
Joe, I just saw your mom doing her usual morning routine. Like, it was just 2 weeks she underwent a major colon surgery.
Bro, see, my mom is doing perfectly fine, and we're all excited about it. It was minimally invasive surgery, and the recovery has been very fast.
Minimally? Hey! No, wait. What do you mean by that?
So they offered my mom a laparoscopic colon surgery. Laparoscopic colon surgery, which we accepted. It turned out it was equally safe with a very fast recovery time, and the cost involved too was very, very reasonable. She was discharged 3 days after the surgery, and you can see her, she's on her feet again.
3 days?
Just 3 days, bro.
Mean Tuber Hospital, first Ghana colorectal center, aimed to serve a peculiar health need.
In December 2023, the biggest play in the history of African theatre made its debut.
Before Ogun, the God of Iron, I stand on oath.
You saw it.
Hey, we sent you all the way to Ileife to bring us greetings from Ifa.
By popular demand and in honor of Maoli Semevo, Image Bureau, in partnership with April Communications and the National Theatre, presents The Gods Are Not to Blame this December 17th, 7 p.m., 18th, 7 p.m., and 19th, 5 p.m. and 8 p.m. at the National Theatre. Visit www.imagebureaugh.com or dial *714*46# for your tickets. Single 250 cedis, double 400 cedis. Supported by New Plant Car Rentals, Ghana Tourism Authority, Balakwa. Sponsors Stambic Bank, our media partners, and proudly brought to you by
MTN.
Love the Premier League? Your DSTV premium subscription could get you there in real life, Charlie. Stay connected for your chance to watch the Premier League live. Man U versus Man City at Old Trafford, or Arsenal versus Man U in London. Stay connected to score with DSTV Premium. This promo is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas Lottery platform. Terms and conditions apply.
Technology has helped various caregivers and professionals in the circles of autism to enhance their skills.
It will enhance their social interaction through virtual meetings.
The cost of the equipment needs to be made affordable, cheaper, so that people could use it and access it.
A lot of people can use, we are able to use short code, which is that once you have average network to even send SMS, it is able to answer certain questions.
People at the rural end should not be left out, because that would actually reduce this rural-urban migration.
Welcome to EdTech Monday. This is a platform for education, technology discussions, and we have a focus on policymakers, entrepreneurs, and educational ecosystem. EdTech Monday is a platform created by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with Mest Africa to bring EdTech entrepreneurs, policy stakeholders, and government together to deliberate on important issues within EdTech.
Watch EdTech Mondays on Mondays at 7 p.m. Brought to you by the MasterCard Foundation in partnership with Mest Africa, only on Channel 1 TV. This week on the Upside Down Show, Frima Edunyame sits with a brain box who opens up about his childhood dreams, reflects on the performance of his government, and shares more intriguing insights. Sofo Tanko Rashid Computer.
As a child growing up, what did you want to become in future?
I wanted to join the military.
Really?
I wanted to be a soldier man. We were going to the election with two opponents. The first opponent were the EC, and the second opponent, MPP. After MPP, they are not good at elections.
He also recounts his final moments with the late Dr. Omane Boama.
The day you heard of the unfortunate incident, where were you?
In the morning, we had meeting with him.
You had spoken with him?
Yes, in a meeting.
and reveals the story behind how he became doctorless.
So let's also look at your issue with GTEC.
The issue was about accreditation. Don't talk to NPP people. If you talk to NPP people, they are bitter because they lost.
Also featuring is Albert Arden with some thought-provoking poetry.
I'll tell you, life is unexplainable, challenging, but lesson infused.
Make a date with us this Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV on the Upside Down Show.
Welcome back to Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV. Usually I'll have Eno with me doing the show, but today I'm a lone ranger. She's enjoying herself somewhere, but it's fine. It's still the same exciting show you love right here on Channel 1 TV. If you're enjoying the show, please go into the comment section or look the number on your screen. Send me a text. Tell me that I'm doing a good job without Eno. I'll be very happy to hear. So, guys, please let me get your thoughts on the show from the news review up until where we've gotten to in the show, our home improvement segment. It's a very important conversation because we try to help you maximize your space. With the very little you have, make it big, right? Or like the way they used to say it in the past, "Ubeyi ni low, now I shine high." Charlie, it's a major life hack, right? So we do a lot of that on the show today so that you just know how to make things better within your space. In that spirit, we'll be discussing today on the show maximizing your curtains, your windows, making it more, not necessarily flashy, but more functional, right? And it's always a pleasure to have Salom the Dream Maker, who is the CEO of Acento Projects. No, you did for. And also, I don't say this, but you're also you mentor young adults.
Yeah.
Wow, through the Bar Camp event.
Bar Camp, yes, true. So through Bar Camp is one of the areas through which I mentor, and then also through some of the trainings I have for people who actually have interest in designing and decorating. These days, everybody is looking for money.
Yeah.
Or either, how do you call it, side business. People are looking at switching their job.
They're looking for multiple sources of income.
Either that or people have, I mean, this time for the past how many years now, I don't know, but a majority of my students are usually bankers. I don't know why.
No, that means that you are making the money because the bank, the bank is.
They all say they want to switch.
They want to enter the finance industry. Wow. So you train people in like home improvement stuff, right?
Yes.
And also on leadership, on all
career,
of that.
entertainment,
Wow. By the way, happy belated birthday. I should have brought you some small cupcake, but we'll discuss it after the show. Happy belated birthday. All of us here at Channel 1 TV.
All of you.
The production team.
I don't know. I want to confirm from them first if you are speaking on their behalf.
I am speaking on. I'm the host of the show, so I am speaking on their behalf.
Okay, thank you.
When I say happy birthday to you, we appreciate sacrificing your mornings for us and the insights, in helping our viewers out there.
You.
Wow. So we saw your photos, by the way.
What did you see?
We saw a lot of
what
things.
What did you see?
Anyway, guys, so please join the discussion with the hashtag Breakfast Daily Weekend. Share in your views, Facebook, X, formerly Twitter, Instagram. Just random thoughts. We'll be glad to listen and know what you make of all the issues we're discussing on the show today. Wow. Today we're looking at curtains.
Yes.
It's a very interesting, but for some people, I recently had to go and buy curtains, by the way. I was in one of the biggest malls.
You moved to a new place?
Yes, I'm moving.
You are moving?
Yeah, I'm moving.
Okay, you haven't really made a step yet.
You can say I've moved.
Oh, you are in the process?
I'm in the process, but like 70% gone. or like 80% done.
Okay, how's the process?
We need to one day we need to talk about moving. Like,
yes.
No, seriously.
It's true.
I'm not joking.
It's true.
Like, my stress level just peaked. Like dealing with like the truck drivers. Like, we need to do a show. Like buying new stuff, deciding on colors, deciding on type of furniture. It's a whole lot. I'm just tired.
It's quite another stressful
experience.
Yes, it's true.
It can be fun when you think about the fact that you get to really change old items and change environment. But like the whole, Charlie, you're doing paint, you're doing this, there's water in the wall, so go and buy waterproof paint. Then Charlie, some carpenter is doing his own thing. Then you're like, there's some plumber to come and do some connection. Chaka!
Until you finally get to really enjoy this new space. A lot
and
have gone into it.
I have so much to say about Ghanaian artisans, right? But this is not a show for it. Maybe another time. Anyway, let me not make a show about me. It's for a lot of people, they are confused because there are so many nice things, but they are not sure about the quality.
Of course.
They're not sure about the color.
Of course.
They're not sure about the purpose.
Yeah.
They're not sure about the texture.
Yeah.
So they don't even know where to start. So they end up just go and buy anything and come and fix it once they are okay with the color or something. What will you say are the major considerations when it comes to deciding on how much light enters your room, or how much you are trying to prevent people from seeing inside your things? I know you get a question.
Yes. So when it comes to curtains, right? Before you even decide on what type of fabric, what type of curtain I want, and all these things, first of all, curtains are what I usually refer to as the clothing for your windows. Your windows need to be covered. I mean, I don't know who actually feels very comfortable sleeping in a bedroom with bare windows. Do you get it? It's something that's mostly needs to be done.
And I cracked away. We're sleeping in rooms without windows, but you continue.
Please, that was
I
high school then.
Don't deserve. Roses, were you sleeping with curtains there?
No, there were no curtains. But the windows were made such that, curtains were not needed. We used shutters. So
like the window you flip in.
Yes.
But you still need curtains because to regulate sunlight and
those
stuff
ones
like
in a way are made such that you barely would even need curtains to cover them.
Maybe we can talk about that option later on the show.
Curtains are usually very, very important, and mostly another one of the, if not the most important elements. Do you get it? It plays a huge role in the space you are putting together, right? So you want to first ask yourself what exactly, why or what purpose exactly do you need the curtains for? Because the curtains serve a variety of jobs. First of all, it is acting as a covering, the clothing for your windows. Secondly, it is actually adding something to the ambience you are creating. Again, you mentioned light here and there. Light is another. Curtains act as, a way to control or manage how much daylight you want into your room or your space, right? And then finally, I would say curtains also act as an insulator. They help reduce noise. And even how much the temperature of the space. Do you get it? So you want to first determine where or how you want to actually maximize those curtains you are bringing in. What do you necessarily need the curtains for? Are you just needing something to cover your windows for the sake of privacy? Or you just want to cover, there's too much sunlight in the neighborhood, you just want to cover them. Some people even use curtains because probably they think the neighborhood is too dusty, the roads are too dusty, too much dust coming in, so it would help reduce them. So you should first determine where you want to fall. Then with that, we can talk about the type of fabric and how many layers of fabric you need and all those things. So first of all, are you looking at privacy? Are you looking at just covering the windows? Are you looking at controlling lights and sound? Do you get it? Or you just want it for the sake of the ambience it is going to create. It is going to add to the space. Because mind you, the choice of curtains you use, the fabric, the design and all that actually is going to play about almost 50% of the things you are putting into the space to create the entire ambience. So you want to be very careful whatever you are selecting. You get it? Yeah.
Interesting. So what would you say the major consideration should be? Should it be about cost? I mean, depends. Should it also be about the type of fabric?
Yeah.
Should it be about how much the texture?
Yeah.
Right? The height?
Okay.
All of that. What would you say are the most important considerations for
Obviously, cost is probably, yes, I don't know, this is the number one, but it will surely find its way in there. I want to show you something here.
All right, cool.
If apart from costs, right, all these purposes I've just mentioned.
So there's a curtain too.
This is a curtain, a type of fabric.
But you can't use this alone as standalone curtains, right? It's not really.
It can. So
hey, in what house?
That is why all these things I just mentioned comes in.
So this is a type of curtain.
Yes.
What material is this?
This is a type of fabric. This type of fabric is called a voile.
A voile.
Yes, or sheer curtains.
Sheer curtains.
Right. If let's say, sometimes you move into a space and you realize that maybe there's some people who just naturally like sunlight.
Yeah.
You just like sunlight. However, you can't also just leave your windows bare because of the light you want. So you want some privacy, however, also controlling how much sunlight comes in. Right. This is a very good option for you.
Okay.
This is a voile, right? A voile, usually, see, it's quite transparent, not so transparent.
Wow.
Yes, it's at least good enough that you can't see from outside, you can't see through. But from inside, it allows you some amount of...
I can see you.
Yes. So...
But I can see you from here, so...
Yes. So you see, when you hang a voile, this is not how it's going to be. You see, it's going to come in folds.
Oh, okay.
It's going to be in folds, right? This is just a sample, right? So if you are trying to control sunlight, maybe you just want plenty sunlight. This particular type of space I am in, maybe it's a living area, it's an office. You don't really need privacy per se, but sunlight is what you want. Hence, this could be a good option for you. It is allowing you some amount of privacy plus sunlight.
So the voile is used in conjunction, or is used together with other types of curtains?
You can use a voile on its own alone. Yes. You can use a voile on its own alone, depending on the type of space you're dealing with. If it's living spaces like an office, a living area, dining area, you see those places, sometimes, in most cases, you don't really need so much privacy as compared to a bedroom. Do you get it? As compared to a bedroom. This can be a good option for you. Again, depending on where you are putting it. Even sometimes, even in the shops, retail spaces, you don't really need heavy curtain fabrics to cover you. Yeah. This might be a good option for you, right? On the other side, where is your phone? I want to show you something.
My phone is all the way there.
Oh.
Let me get it. That's fine. So, yeah.
On the other side, so give me your torchlights. On the other side.
Here you go. Is it bright enough?
Yes. Sometimes you think you don't need too much sunlight in your bedroom.
Yeah.
Right. There are some people who sleep and they don't like the fact that sunlight, early morning light is waking them up because they want to enjoy their sleep. Yes. They want to enjoy
because
I don't want to wake up early. Let me sleep. Do you get it? So the early morning, let's see this. Put your sunlight, your torchlight through it, you see?
Yeah. But maybe it's daytime, so it's not as bright.
No, if it's bright, you will see it.
You see it through it.
Yes, let's try this here too.
I can see it small.
You can see it small here.
Yeah.
Right.
No, I can't see it now.
You can see it now.
Wow.
But you can see through this.
Obviously,
right? These are what we call blackout fabrics. Blackout fabrics. You get it? For such an instance where you are thinking of, I don't want sunlight in the space. I don't want any much daylight in the space. This is a good option for you for fabric, for curtain fabrics. You get it? You want to block sunlight. That's why we call them blackout fabrics.
Interesting.
Blackout fabrics. So mostly the intensity depends on the type of fabric. Some are very transparent. Some are very light. The light, your light is going to actually pop through. You see, this one is quite almost like 100% for blackout. This one was allowing some amount of light through it, but not as much.
Yeah.
Do you get it? So the intensity actually depends on the type of fabric you choose. This is a little bit shiny, what we call silk. this is a silky fabric, right? Also, it's going to, so when you're choosing, this is blackout, this is also blackout, this is cotton.
So the type of fabric depends on the space you're going to use it for, right?
Exactly.
So curtains for your bedroom might not necessarily be the same as the curtains for your kitchen.
Not necessarily, exactly.
And the curtains for your hallway might not necessarily be the same as one used for maybe your study or something.
No.
So depending on the light regulation.
The light, yes, you want to control the ambience. You see, the texture of the fabric also counts. This is quite glossy. This is actually a silk fabric. This is cotton. This is not as glossy as this. Do you get it?
How
this
about
also
like
counts.
churches and all? Like I go to some churches, I see like some really nice curtain work.
Yeah.
What are the considerations for using curtains in the space other than your personal home?
For curtains in the church space, one thing mostly such people will want to consider noise reduction.
Noise reduction.
Yes.
Oh, so there are curtains that help with noise reduction.
Yes, blackout fabric. This type of fabrics
So
are.
through
is it
a texture?
Yes.
It's not. Wow. So they help reduce noise.
They help reduce noise. They help also reduce the amount of sunlight there. So in a church, maybe because of the projections you're making, you don't want too much light inside. So these are all some of the options. Those total blackout fabrics, do you get it, are one of the good options to, for churches, usually I would recommend those kind of fabrics, yeah.
Wow.
Or another option is, if you think you don't want the heavy blackout fabric, you can go for a regular fabric and then add this as another layer.
Okay.
Do you get it? That is where you have a double, so like in the pictures they are projecting, then you have a double layered curtain display. So you have a voile behind it and then the fabric, the main curtain fabric behind it, in front of it, sorry. In that way, you can actually switch between the two options anytime you want.
Wow. Incredible stuff. I think we can.
Yes.
Wow. So the major considerations are the texture, the purpose, whether it's for the space you're going to use it in.
Exactly.
How expensive are curtains? Because I know some of them can be very expensive. How do I know that I'm buying an original curtain and I'm not being ripped off?
Some of them can be very expensive. Like, in fact, let me say this, curtains are not cheap. Yes, these days, fabrics are very expensive. Especially, the cost of fabrics usually depend on the texture or the purpose. If it's blackouts or performance fabric, definitely the price will go up. On the other side too, some of the textures, like whether it's silky, velvet, cotton, linen, these are all factors that help either increase or reduce the price. So if you are looking at expensive fabrics, definitely by the time you finish selecting for the entire house, that's going to be a lot.
Wow.
If you are looking at adding this as another layer, so here it means you want a double layered fabric, curtain. There's a curtain and there's a voile behind it. It means you are buying two different fabrics for the window, which also means extra costs. Do you get it? So these are all factors. Yes, curtains can be very expensive, I would lie to you.
And they can be very cheap too, depending on the material.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's something for everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow. Really exciting.
Do you already have a curtains for your new house?
Yeah, I do.
Where have you gotten to? Tell us experience, please.
Oh, I like I said, maybe we should plan another show where we both talk about like what to know or like moving out, right? Like all the things, like a checklist for moving out, because it can be quite.
I think we might have to look at that.
So maybe the next time on the show,
exactly,
we can do that.
Sure.
But thank you so much for your time this morning. I'm Salom, the Dream Maker.
Welcome.
Where can we find our center projects?
So our center project, we're located at Adrian Gano, East Legon, or you can just call us on 020-888-2722. 020-888-2722, or just search us on social media, Acento Project on Facebook or Instagram, or Salom Dream Maker. Yes.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time,
Salom.
I'm so grateful.
Welcome.
Salom helping us through the conversation on trying to improve your space, by using proper curtains, the right use of it, the various types of it, and what you can choose among the lot. We'll take a quick break. When we're back, there's a lot more. Don't go away.
Ghana, get ready! AgriFair 2025 is gonna be extraordinary this November. Fresh farm produce, fish, poultry, and livestock producers, this is your moment. Join us from Friday the 28th to Sunday the 30th of November 2025 at the Ifo Sutherland Children's Park from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Come get your fresh produce, livestock, aquaculture, agro-inputs, machinery, and innovative agri-tech solutions. Plus, don't miss our AgriFair clinics on snail farming, poultry farming, fish farming, and piggery. Call to register, but hurry. Registration closes on Friday the 21st of November 2025. Expect sizzling kebabs, farm-to-table deals, and a buzzing farmers market experience. Call 0558-973-973 to book a stand right now and also to register for the clinics.
I like pork, so I will take pork. The protein ratio is 11.5.
AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation.
I must commend CTFM and Channel 1 TV for putting this together. My only wish is that it's done, twice a month, 3 times a month.
I will say the fair has taken us beyond what we even imagined.
Really?
It has exposed us to the people of Accra.
The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM and is proudly sponsored by Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Gersal, Ghana Exim Bank, and Agri Impact. This week on the Upside Down Show, Frima Edunyame sits with a brain box who opens up about his childhood dreams, reflects on the performance of his government, and shares more intriguing insights. Sofo Tanko Rashid Computer.
As a child growing up, what did you want to become in future?
I wanted to join the military.
Really?
I wanted to be a soldier man. We will go into the election with 2 opponents. The first opponent were the EC, and the second opponent, MPP. After MPP, they are not good at elections.
He also recounts his final moments with the late Dr. Omane Boama.
The day you heard of the unfortunate incident, where were you?
In the morning, we had meeting with him.
You had spoken with him?
Yes, in a meeting.
And reveals the story behind how he became doctorless.
Now let's also look at your issue with GTEC.
The issue was about accreditation. Don't talk to MPP people. If you talk to MPP people, they are bitter because they lost.
Also featuring is Albert Arden with some thought-provoking poetry.
I'll tell you, life is unexplainable, challenging, but lesson infused.
Make a date with us this Sunday at 7 p.m. only on Channel 1 TV on the Upside Down Show.
Welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Jude Duncan. Ordinarily, Enosaf will be here with me, but it's fine. Madeleine has taken her place and she'll be helping me through really important conversations. Madeleine, it's always a pleasure having you.
It's always a pleasure to be here. Good morning.
Madeleine is with our events team here at Channel 1 TV. Exactly a week from today, I'm not sure you'll be able to sit here and cross your leg.
Not as comfortably like this.
Looking all nice. Because AgriFair will be happening and you'll be at the heart of it.
Yeah.
What should we expect? I've said a lot about it on the show, but I'm sure there are other perspectives that I probably didn't touch on. What should we expect from AgriFair 2025?
We should expect everything fresh, farm produced. Fresh from the it's coming directly from the farm to the Sutherland Children's Park to be exhibited, to be sold, to be experienced by patrons who are going to be at the AgriFair, the November edition at the Sutherland Children's Park. So this is the fair to be at. I keep telling people that you would sit and say, oh, things are not in things are in abundance, but they are too expensive. Come to the AgriFair. This is the place that you're going to get
every farm produce, be it crops, vegetables, be it livestock, be it poultry, pigs, everything at farm gate prices.
Interesting. We also know that there's a second time it's happening
Yes.
this year. What should we expect differently from the initial fair we had earlier this year?
Good. So what to be expected differently is that the initial fair we had in June, we didn't have too much variety of the fresh farm produce. Okay, a lot of people were complaining they didn't see grains and stuff like that. This time we've made a very conscious effort to get all of those produce to be available at the 3-day event. So if you're looking for Ghana rice, I mean local rice, you're looking for maize, you're looking for beans, you're looking for millet, everything that is grain is in the grain family, everything that is crops, you know, fruits. A lot of fruits too were not in abundance during the June fair, but this time you're going to have a lot of them. I just saw the fish on the TV, Charlie. The thing is making me. There'll be tilapia, there'll be catfish, different types of, you know, fruits, vegetables, crops, livestock, poultry, eggs, fresh eggs are going to be in abundance. You even get some plants to buy to beautify your spaces at home. You're going to get, you see that apem on the TV, Charlie. So all of these things are going to be there, and also the clinics.
Okay.
You know, we are going to, in June we did about, I think 7 to 8 courses, but with this time we've narrowed it down to only 4 courses. So we are doing piggery, we're doing poultry, we're doing fish farming and snail farming. Why are we doing only these? Because we realized that the interest and the patronage was great, and also to allow us be able to run it very well. That's why we've narrowed it down to just these 4. So if you are watching us, and you have fresh farm produce, you are a farmer, you could be in the Ashanti region, the Eastern region, wherever you're watching us from. If you're a fresh farm produce farmer, please call us.
There's no space for vendors.
It's just a few.
Wow.
Not too.
So yeah, extending the numbers too. So a little grace.
A little grace. You know, a little grace, because we want a lot of. We have closed registration. We have closed for registration. Yes, just you know, just a few more slots that we want to fill, so that the people who missed it in June can also make it to the November edition. So just a few. So just call, especially those who have already registered, but haven't yet, you know, finalized with their, you know, the payments and all of that.
Interesting.
You only have this weekend to do that.
Wow.
Just this weekend. So do that to secure, so that you can start planning on what the quantity of produce you want to bring, how much you want to cost and everything. You know, all of these things have their dynamics here and there.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And it's important you talk about why people need to jump on this, right?
Yeah.
Because even nationally, right, there are issues around some glut happening.
Glut, yes,
so,
exactly.
You know, there's an air glut. People are not, you know, farm producers is going to waste.
It's going to waste.
So we need to support the economy.
Exactly.
Wow.
Exactly. We need to support the economy. Come and buy, please. The farmers need your money. They need to sell. Please come and buy.
I wish you could just tell me how the anticipation is building towards this, right? Because I heard my colleague Nilate speak to some vendors yesterday on the City Business Edition on radio. The anticipation is high.
Very high.
But from previous events, when we held it, what did the patrons say to you? Were expectations met? Were they satisfied? Or Charlie, some way?
No, I think they were overly satisfied.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Oh, yeah, I'm very sure, because, oh, yes, they were really satisfied.
Oh,
yeah. Because we had a feedback form that we sent to patrons.
Okay.
And so we collected all that feedback, and that's how come we are doing it again in November. Because we realized that people wanted more, but they couldn't get it. Some people had traveled, some people came at the time they got their produce had gotten finished and all of that. So they, by popular request, they asked And we went to management, and management approved. So vetted and approved by management of Channel 1 TV and City FM. We are bringing you the second edition of the Agri-Fit 2025. So please, if you weren't able to shop enough in June, come and do it in November. And you see, it's a strategic positioning. 28, 29, 30, all the way into December. So come and shop and put it down for Christmas. Just store it in your freezer. Store it. Buy the rice cheaper now because by December the prices are going to shoot up. So if you are buying it, you are better off than to wait and buy it in December when the Christmas is approaching and things are getting so much expensive. So this is your time to do all your Christmas shopping.
Interesting. When you say Christmas shopping, a lot of the time we've also sold the idea of the fair as a food fair.
Yes.
But the name is really an agri-fair. So a friend wants to know, can I come and find tools I need on my farm at the fair?
Yes. So we have people who are into agri-technology, into agro inputs and stuff like that. So you can come and find tools, machinery that you can use on your farm, irrigation systems, things like that, that you can be used to enhance your farming activities on your farm. So there are diverse, approaches to the agri-fair. You have the food, you have the entertainment, you have the grills village.
Absolutely.
I know that's your favorite. I heard in June you had your multi-purpose kiba and you hid it from me. You didn't tell me. I made my idea and you didn't tell me. You're a very bad friend. But anyway,
I don't know who puts me on.
You see? So all of that will be there. We have a lot of, the grills vendors who are going to bring you authentic, grills from pork to chicken, to beef, to goat, to gizzard, everything you can think of grill-wise will be there. Also, we'll have a food court. So don't think that you are just coming to shop and you not get any ready to eat food. You will get everything. So from your local kinky to the waches, to the rice, to the fried yams, everything. You get drinks, you get water, you get everything to quench your thirst, to do everything that will make you also feel comfortable while you're shopping. Till shopping a card and move to the food court, eat small, come back. You buy your snails, you buy your contomere, your local rice and everything. So it's going to be a day of a mixture of activities, shopping, networking as well. It's a great opportunity to come and meet the farmers who are farming the produce yourself.
Yeah.
You
and
don't
build
know,
a relationship.
And build that relationship. You don't know when your next business is going to come from or where it's going to come from. It may come from agri-fair where you're going to interact with a farmer and later think that, I can even be bringing a plantain from a front plains to cut and sell to my office people.
Yeah.
And by the time you're moving to your church, you're moving to your area, and you have a whole business. So it's a whole agri-business. It's a whole agri-business system that we are building. So come, even if you are not coming to buy, come and witness what we have as producing right here. Because Channel 1 TV, we are always preaching eating what we grow and growing what we eat. And this is a platform for that. So be at the Agri-Fair 2025 and you will not miss it.
Absolutely. Thank you so much for your time, Madam.
Thank you for having me. But we have to say thank you to our sponsors. So, we have Legacy Crop Improvement Center. We want to say thank you to Development Bank Ghana, to Gersel, to Ghana Exim Bank, to Agri Impact, and also we are supported, and also the Horticulture Business Platform, and we are supported by Twellium Industrial Company Limited. Thank you so much for coming on board the Agri-Fair 2025 November edition.
Absolutely. Thank you to Madeleine for the hard work. It's difficult work, but you do it so effortlessly, and we are grateful for what you do for us. Guys, that's all time will allow us for this conversation on the Agri-Fair. Exactly a week from today, it's going down.
Yeah.
Charlie is
28, 29, 30 from 10 a.m.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a quick break. When we're back, the sports don't go away.
station full of questions, where truth often hides behind noise, one show dares to ask what truly matters face to face. With fearless clarity and a quest for accountability, host Umaru Sanda Amadou sits down with the movers and shakers of politics, governance, society, and business, confronting the issues that define our national conversation.
The party itself has said that whenever you are in opposition, you should choose flag bearers early.
So what you are trying to tell me is that you want somebody who is going out to come and select a leader for you. So the next person will come and say, but I didn't select him.
Direct victim of attack, violent attack.
Where and when?
The first one happened in Parliament. I was pregnant.
Now, for me, it was legitimized by a radio or TV station giving her a position to work.
So for you, take issue with GH1 and what and giving her the platform.
That is where the minority is. We are on them. We've asked questions.
President Mahama will be a mean president if he prioritized only his children and DCP. He needs to demonstrate a Ghanaian government.
Every Tuesday at 9 p.m., join Umaru Sanda Amadou on Face to Face as he digs deeper, challenges power, and reveals the stories shaping Ghana's future. Only on Channel 1 TV.
Ghana, get ready! AgriFair 2025 is gonna be extraordinary this November. Fresh farm produce, fish, poultry, and livestock producers, this is your moment. Join us from Friday the 28th to Sunday the 30th of November 2025 at the Ifo Southern Children's Park from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. daily. Come get your fresh produce, livestock, aquaculture, agro inputs, machinery, and innovative agri-tech solutions. Plus, don't miss our AgriFair clinics on snail farming, poultry farming, fish farming, and piggery. Call to register, but hurry. Registration closes on Friday, the 21st of November, 2025. Expect seasoned kebabs, farm-to-table deals, and a buzzing farmers market experience. Call 0558-973-973 to book a stand right now and also to register for the clinics.
I like pork, so I will take pork. The protein ratio is 11.5.
AgriFair 2025, where culture meets innovation.
I must commend CTFM and Channel 1 TV for putting this together. My only wish is that it's done, twice a month, 3 times a month.
I will say the fair has taken us beyond what we even imagined.
Really?
It has exposed us to the people of Accra.
The AgriFair 2025 is powered by Channel 1 TV and 97.3 CDFM and is proudly sponsored by Horticulture Business Platform, Development Bank Ghana, Legacy Crop Improvement Center, Gersal, Ghana Exim Bank, and Agri Impact.
Welcome back. This is Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Jude Duncan. It's now time for Sports Elmint.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Duncan.
Oh, Don Mint.
Mr. Duncan,
No,
Mr. Duncan,
Elmint.
Mr. Duncan. Oh, Mr.
One
Duncan.
real mint. Charlie.
Mr. Duncan.
Don Mint.
Oh, Charlie, you know the deal, man.
Elmint.
You know the deal.
Charlie. No, J. Coach Sapon say on your bio.
Shapiro. Oh, for the uninitiated, Coach Sapon, that's Shapiro. That's Coach J. Sapon.
Yeah.
He's coached the Busuan Dogs. He's coached a number of clubs before.
He has coached Accra Academy.
Accra Academy.
Accra football team.
His alma mater. And recently, he got appointed as the head coach of 11 Wonders. And after 3 games and 3 losses, he has resigned.
So how old is he?
Oh, Shapiro coached at Samoajan at Accra Academy.
Yeah.
So he should be over 60.
He's like 80. No.
Yeah, Shapiro should be over 60.
I know for sure that he's mid-70s.
Yeah, Shapiro is over 60 because Asamoah is like what, 36, 37, 38? close to 40. So if you coach at Samoajan, then yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean, to be fair, you can be your 70s and still be a top coach.
Oh yeah. I mean, most definitely.
But you know, you didn't add the backstory. The backstory that myself and you and Gabi had an extensive conversation about the outcome of that appointment.
Charlie,
right?
that appointment was so out of touch because look, Shapiro is not like your
tactically astute.
Yeah, guy, and on top of that, he's not like your typical 78-year-old coach who's into mainstream coaching. Like the game has moved on beyond him. Like it's moved on beyond him. So Charlie, his appointment was out of place. It was out of touch. And
I mean, all of them were losses. So yeah,
but
they were like very bad losses, like 2-1, 1-0.
Yeah, and on top of that, I won't blame him too much because that team, they have issues. There's been delay of payment of salaries, outstanding bonuses haven't been paid, those things. So, like, once the motivation is a bit low on the players, and there's only so much that you, the coach, can do. And so, yeah.
Could someone say, "Oh, you bio"? His wife had a banku.
Yeah, I heard about that.
No,
yeah, I can't get it.
Yeah, so that's where the Shapiro came from. Because the banku, no, you can't. It's a she had. So Shapiro. That's how they die.
Shapiro be legend.
Wish him well.
Yeah. Shapiro be legend.
He's contributed his bit.
Oh yeah. He's contributed his quota to Ghana football. Yeah, he's coached a lot of teams. He's coached a lot of players, and he's helped in their development. Case in point, Asamoah he coached the likes of Ebuswandua. So yeah, Shapiro has paid his dues to Ghana football. It's just that his latest job didn't go as planned. So yeah, it's part of the game. At the end of the day, yeah, he's paid his dues, and so yeah, we wish him well. But more good news for Ghana, and yeah, in terms of wishing someone well. When the injury happened, we wished Francis Abu a speedy recovery, and from what we are getting, the reports we are getting, yes, his recovery is going as planned. And initially, when it happened, yes, we were all horrified by the injury, but I was a bit cool about it. I wasn't too worried about it because it's a bone fracture. If it was a ligament injury, then I would be a bit worried because development in technology and having a bone fracture is not as bad as it was a few years ago or some decades ago. Now you can put things together and ensure that, yeah, his recovery, the bones get attached back together and he can continue playing his football.
So how long will he be out estimatedly?
At least 6 months. And that rules him out of the World Cup.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it rules him out of the World Cup. Toulouse already confirmed that he's been ruled out of the World Cup. Toulouse already confirmed that he's been ruled out of the World Cup.
But like I said, did he stand a fair chance?
Well, you can never say never, and you never know because between now and the World Cup is 6 months. In 6 months, a lot of things can happen. Injuries can come up, and so that could potentially take out some of your competition. The form could drop in terms of your competition. So you just never know. You can never say never. So
and he was already in and around the team.
He was in and around the team. So yeah, he had a chance. He had a chance. And so picking up such an injury, yeah, it's definitely ruled him out of the World Cup. But like I said,
that's sad news.
Yeah, that's sad. But I'm not too worried about his recovery. Looking at the improvement in technology, and like I said, I'm not too worried because it's a bone fracture. If it had been a ligament injury, then I would have been concerned. Because when was the last time you heard that Daniel Kofi had played football?
A long time ago.
Yes. He picked up an ACL on his way to recovery. He picked up a meniscus injury. And for 2 straight calendar years, forget football seasons, 2 straight calendar years, he hasn't played football.
That's serious.
So if it's between bone fracture and a muscle ligament injury, oh yeah, I'll take a bone fracture and on any day. Both are serious injuries.
Guys end up in depression and stuff.
Exactly, both are serious injuries. But look, between a bone fracture and a ligament injury, yeah, a bone fracture.
Two of them are not great anyway.
They are not great anyway, but yeah, one is worse than the other. Yeah, a lesser evil. And moving on to something that a sport that we don't normally talk about a lot these days because of how crazy things are happening in the sports is boxing. And earlier this week, it was confirmed that a YouTuber turned professional boxer, Jake Paul, has announced a bout with Anthony Joshua, and it's coming it's coming off on December 19 in Miami, in the United States of America. Initially, Jake Paul was scheduled to fight against Gervonta Davis, who's a welterweight contender. And Gervonta Davis ran into legal troubles, and so the bout was called off. And then they quickly put things together. Francis Ngannou was contacted. He turned it down. A couple of boxers were also contacted. They turned it down. Then Anthony Joshua was contacted, and he accepted it. At the end of the day, he's going to get $50 million for the fight. And the fight is not your typical standard fight necessarily, because at the end of the day, yes, it's a professional bout. It has been ruled as a professional bout, but the bout will stretch over or run over a period of 8 rounds with 3 minutes per round, and they'll fight with 10-ounce gloves. And so there's been a little bit of an adjustment in there. And yes, because Anthony Joshua is a true heavyweight, he's been directed not to weigh over 245 kilos on the fight night. So he can't weigh beyond 245 kg. He'll have to weigh less than 245 kg because Jake Paul is a cruiserweight. He competes in the cruiserweight division, which is a division below the heavyweight division. And so, yeah, that's the rundown on Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua. A lot of people have had a lot to say about the fight. Jermaine Franklin, who is a heavyweight contender, has called the bout rubbish. Others say that Jake Paul is making a mockery of boxing. But at the end of the day, look,
is he properly constituted to fight?
I don't think he's properly put together to fight a guy like Anthony Joshua, because look, Anthony Joshua has been boxing.
He's had a very bad, spit of
results recently. Yes, recently he hasn't been doing well. His last bout, top professional bout against Daniel Dubois, as you can see in this shot, he lost it. He got knocked out by Daniel Dubois. He hasn't fought since. And if you are returning to the ring and you want us to take you seriously as a heavyweight contender, you don't go for a bout like this. But at the end of the day, bro, it's $50 million on the table. Yeah, you use it as a tune-up fight for a more serious, quote-unquote, serious contender.
For $50 million?
$50 million, yes. Because Jake Paul has the pull. He has a strong presence on social media. He has great numbers on Instagram, on Twitter, and all of those social media.
Was he the same guy that fought Michael Tyson?
Yeah, Mike Tyson. He was the same guy that fought Mike Tyson. And Mike Tyson was, 58 years old? At the end of the day, they fought on Netflix. They did some incredible numbers. Over 100 million people streamed that fight. And Mike Tyson walked away with 20 million. So it's all about the money. And so, yeah, you can't blame Anthony Joshua for taking this bout, because this bout is easy.
How much does the winner take away?
The winner it's not determined yet, but what you are guaranteed to get is what has been reported, which is 50 million for Anthony Joshua, 50 million, hands down.
And for the guy?
Jake Paul, also 50 million. Yeah, so they are splitting the purse.
Okay, and it could be more if you win?
Yes, it could be more if you win. Because at the end of the day, the number of people who also tune in or who stream the bout will also contribute to the numbers. And so that could also be factored in. When it's a proper fight, as in what we are used to, they'll tell you the box office numbers, so or pay-per-view numbers. So if the pay-per-view, people who tune in to watch or pay to watch, subscribe to watch that bout are more, you get a slice. You get a slice of the cut.
It makes sense.
Yes, and so he stands to even make more than 50
So
million.
this is Netflix.
So this is Netflix.
I know DAZN too do
that. The Zone, they also do it. Yes, and so that's on December 19. So the fight is on December 19, and yeah, the build-up has already started. Last night they had their first press conference, and so these press conferences will be happening between now and December 17, and to build up to the fight. So we'll see how things go. But at the end of the day, Charlie Joshua, yeah, it's all about the mullah. Charlie, 50 million, yeah, punch my face, I'll take it. I'll take it. If you're punching my face and giving me 50 million, I'll take it. So
interesting. Yeah. Wow. What's the latest in the World Cup qualifiers?
Oh yeah, the qualifiers. The World Cup draw will be done on December 5. But before the World Cup draw takes place, the teams are placed in pots. And so that will determine how the grouping will be done. And so if you look right behind me, on the screen on my side, you find the various countries that have qualified to the World Cup and how they've been grouped into the various pots. And so you have 4 countries going into each group. That's standard. And so each group will have one nation picked from one pot, from each of the 4 pots, and that will constitute one group. And so pot 1, you have the host nations. That's United States, Mexico, Canada, Spain, Argentina, the top-ranked nations. Argentina, France, England, Portugal, Brazil, Netherlands, Belgium, Germany. Then the interesting part to us, especially to us, is pot 4. Because pot 4, you have Jordan, Cape Verde, Ghana, Curacao, who made history as the country with the smallest population to qualify to the World Cup. Also in there, Haiti and New Zealand. Then you have 6 spots that remain, and that will be determined in March. Because you have the European qualifiers, the European playoffs, the intercontinental playoffs.
So Canada is in pot 1 because of host nation.
They are host nation, yes.
But I don't think even in pot 2, countries like Iran.
But at the end of the day, they rank ahead of Ghana. You look at
I don't think Austria, I don't think Ecuador, I don't think Australia are better footballing nation than us.
No, it's not about you being better. It's about what you produce.
I get it.
So if you haven't been produced...
So it is possible that we can meet any of them and score them. And pot 3 to meet Panama.
Yes, and score them. Yes, so it happens. So at the end of the day...
Uzbekistan.
Yeah, Uzbekistan. It's your...
For me, it speaks to how low we've sunk.
Yes, because... people were a bit outraged, like, we didn't lose any of our World Cup qualification games, but how is it that we ended up in pot 4? You forget that.
Friendlies.
You forget that. Even put the friendlies aside, but you forget that the AFCON qualifiers, we didn't win any game. Like I said, it's a cumulative thing. It's not instant results. Yeah. It's a build-up of your results over a period. And so, if you don't do well over a period, it will reflect in something like this. And so, Ghana has landed in pot 4. So what that means is Ghana, you put together your group. Me, I put my group together. Ghana will be taking on Argentina. We'll be taking on Croatia, Luka Modric and co. And we'll be taking on Norway, Ellen Haaland and Martin Odegaard. So Argentina, Croatia.
Shishama. You don't know Shishama.
Who's Shishama?
You don't know Shishama.
Oh, I beg you. So we'll be taking on Argentina.
Alvarez on the wings to Shishama.
Gideon Mensah. Can you imagine?
He's not the one I'm referring to as Shishama.
No.
He's not the one I'm referring to as Shishama.
Yes, I get it. See, Gideon Mensah will be taking on Argentina that has Lautaro Martinez, Julian Alvarez, and Lionel Messi. Charlie, pressure. If they catch you, no, imagine. So we go and draw Brazil. So Esteban will be going up against Gideon Mensah. Charlie, you know, so it's because
if Alan catch Tariq Lamptey on the,
you see, so pot 3.
Yeah, time is gone.
Yeah, we could meet any of these countries, Scotland, Scott McTominay and company.
Yeah, I think your point
is we could meet Saudi Arabia. We could also end up meeting Uzbekistan. So it could end up going our way where we have quote unquote a soft draw. It could end up going
or we have a very difficult
group and we end up in the group of death. So yeah, that's pretty much it. But kindly make sure to tune into Republic of Football at 2 p.m. On Channel 1 TV and on City FM and get to enjoy all the analysis on today's games in the Premier League and in the other top level leagues in Europe.
You know, I was going to say, imagine Lamine and Gideon Mensah on the So wait, thank you so much. That's all time we'll allow us for yet another exciting edition of Breakfast Daily Weekend right here on Channel 1 TV. My name is Jude Duncan. Grateful for your time, grateful for watching and keeping with us all through the show. Catch you same time next week. Tomorrow, Sunday Breakfast will be live as well right here on Channel 1 TV. You don't want to miss it. Bye-bye.
This Christmas Eve, skip the ordinary and step into the extraordinary. Welcome to the Situation All White Party 2025, where the music never stops, the energy never drops, and the fun never ends. Celebrating grand style with great music, irresistible food, and an atmosphere that screams good vibes only. Date 24th December 2025. Venue Good Park near the Accra Mall. Time 8 p.m. till late. Dress code, it's an all-white affair. Get ready for electrifying live performance